Okay, I know when you hear Oscar-nominated foreign film, your eyes probably glaze over, but I found a fun one.
Why don't you just speak the Queen's English?
Currently screening on the independent circuit and already locked in as Ireland's entry for the 2025 Oscars, Kneecap is the latest in a long tradition of musicians portraying themselves in a film. But where movies like A Hard Day's Night, Purple Rain, and 8 Mile tackled some of the biggest musicians of their time, this one is about a lesser-known rap trio based out of Belfast and the somewhat true version of their origin story. The film kicks off like a slightly more serious version of a Lonely Island film. A school teacher slash wannabe DJ befriends a pair of 20-something drug dealers. The three proceed to get exceptionally high and crank out a bunch of rap songs, most of which are delivered in the traditional Irish language and all have an in-your-face, riled-up punk aesthetic. Imagine a Celtic Rage Against the Machine and you're pretty close. We then see how the group developed a following amongst the young people in Belfast. Tossing out free party drugs at their shows certainly helped, but we also see how the forces that oppose the group are the same the three are dealing with in their daily lives. An overzealous police force, paramilitary groups, their status as being members of Northern Ireland's ceasefire generation, and the complex political situation the island has been dealing with for well over 100 years. And while you as an audience member don't need to be an expert on Irish history, the Irish War for Independence, the Troubles, or the Good Friday Agreement, it does admittedly help. See, the group's decision to rap in Irish is much more of a political statement than you might realize. The movie cleverly bumps up the timeline of Kneecap's rise to prominence to coincide with the ratifying of the country's Identity and Language Act of 2022, which among other things, made Irish an official language for the 6 counties. And as the film goes on, you realize its ultimate point is about the importance of language, how preserving it preserves a culture, and how oppressors will attempt to stop out the former to gradually eliminate the latter. My big concern walking in was how well the trio would perform, given they're not trained actors, but by the halfway point, you'll honestly forget that they're rappers portraying themselves. Michael Fassbender gets brought in for the film's most dramatic role, and while he'll gladly remind you he's one of the best in the business, he doesn't overtake the film with his performance. Kneecap is a great time and way too fun to ignore. Find a way to see it. Thanks for watching.